What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? Gunna was recently on Big U's podcast, checking in. And he talked at length about showing off guns and videos. You know, we see a lot of that. You know, they always showing the guns. I was like, check at me, look at me, look at me. You do all kinds of stuff, like pointing gun at each other, pointing the gun at themselves, putting the gun in their mouth, pointing at the camera. Gunna say, we don't do that. You can't find no video of me doing that. We don't get on like that. That's goofy. And one of his buddies was like, yeah, man, because you was raised, by some solid dudes. You came up around solid dudes, and Gunna was like, hey, you can't tell the younger generation that, because, every generation, they got their thing, and like, I guess this generation is saying, man, we want to show off our guns, Gunna say, man, we wouldn't even do that acting. We scared to do it acting. And you know why, fam? When you flash that gun, you're a target. You're pretty much giving the police all the evidence they need if something goes down. You make yourself very vulnerable. On a personal note, I really wouldn't want a joker to know what kind of weapon I'm using, Like, I want them to be totally, man, I love catching them off guard. I just believe in the element of surprise. First and foremost, I want a fool to think I ain't even got nothing on me at all. Run up. Please run up. Run up and get done up. So I want to be, man, I ain't really about that, man, I want to catch him totally off guard. And if he think I got something, I want him to think I ain't got what he think I got. I like what Gunna is representing because, he's a young dude who still very much has some influence over the youngsters. And if they can see him winning, carrying himself in a manly fashion, perhaps it'll rub off on him. I want to send a big shout out to Big U. Y'all make sure y'all check out that Checking In podcast because, Big U is doing some good things. He's already doing good stuff in the community. And for him to have that podcast, for the World Star to give him a podcast, that platform the way that he has, that's a good thing. Shout out to World Star also, because that type of energy is what we need. We need the OGs to come out of their shells. We need the OGs to step up and not be afraid to give up the information. There used to be a time when we would say, the game is sold, not told. To an extent, that's still true. But when it comes to that information that we need to give these youngsters to survive, we got to give it up. We cannot hold on to that information. And we damn sure can't hold on to it because we don't want to be looked at like hypocrites. Oh man, remember what you used to do? It won't be the youngster reminding you. It'll be like the old head, the old fool who still want to see you be the same person you was 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Because they remember, they ain't gonna never let it go because they haven't grown. They don't want you to grow. And what does that say? So when you're trying to get a game up to the youngsters, they're trying to prevent you from giving the game to the youngsters because they don't give a shit about the youngsters. They don't care nothing about the youngsters. They ain't doing nothing right now for the youngsters. So they definitely don't want you to give up the game to the youngsters and do something for the youngsters. And the youngsters looking up at you, they'd be like, oh, wait a minute, man. Why you looking up at him? He ain't nobody. Look what he did. He ain't nothing but a killer. He ain't nothing but a robber. He a jack boy. He a dope dealer. He this, he that. They want to remind everybody of the old you because they want you to be stuck just like their asses is stuck. So big shout out to Big U for using his insight, his influence to help out the youngsters, give them some game, give them some survival tools, some much needed survival tools. I love it. I love to see all of the older cats out there that's got that game, that's spitting it, that's putting it out there, sticking their neck out, and giving that game up. And hey, and let's face it, fam. Some of us, we owe it to the communities that we help do damage to. We owe it to the community. I know I did my dirt, so I ain't got no problem giving back. And I think that's admirable, for those of us and for anybody to give back. I think that's admirable no matter what, even if you haven't been through a bunch of stuff. Everybody been through something. But even if you haven't been in the streets deep and you doing it, you out there, giving back, salute to you for sure. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all check out that Big U Checking In podcast. Good information, good energy. I love the energy on there. But tell me, what exactly do y'all think about this gun flashing? The trip part about it is like most of the people that flash those guns, you just give it a little time, and they going on. You see them being arrested. You hear about them being arrested, going to jail. I just never seen like the benefit in it whatsoever. I'll tell you like this, fam. If you can, avoid conflict, because conflict is costly. But if you are going to pull a gun out, you should not pull it out until it's time to use it. And when it's time to use it, not only should your op not see the gun, it shouldn't even hear it. No more talk.
What them haters talking about?
Damn.